Okay, everybody, so look on the screen. We have Raymond the Third. Did you hear part one? So a mistrial was the first time, the conclusion. Now he's on trial again. Why one more time?
Statements in court today for the Indianapolis man who's accused of shooting and killing nearly all his family. Raymond Childs III tonight is accused of killing his parents, his 13-year-old sister, 18-year-old brother, and his brother's 19-year-old pregnant girlfriend. Our Logan Gay joins us in the newsroom tonight with what we heard in court today. Logan?
So basically, he killed the whole family. Now, the part I find so disturbing, they're trying to say, there are two shooters. He could have had someone else to help him. But I find it disturbing for the defense to say he wasn't there at his girlfriend's. Then why would the father's last words be, I love you, Raymond, as your son is allegedly killing thee? I love you, Raymond. Those are your last words? Would the father say that to a stranger? And don't forget, this all comes after he was reportedly put out of the home. These Dusties, they've been drawing trauma. And I think about that. This is unbelievable. All because he was put out. Why does he have his own place? Why would they put him out? It makes me wonder, is this another event where coddling leads to a killing? In the BC, they will coddle these males, but not the females. I've heard of young females getting out of high school, when they go to college, they've got a job. And what happens? So now the mother wants you to pay $600 or $700 a month to stay in your room. That's why the group can't get ahead. But I notice I rarely hear that about these sons. I have no sympathy for them. They can stay at home for free. Don't have to, there's no medical issue. Don't have to do anything. Don't have to do nothing. Why did they ask him to leave? Was he going to work every day, contributing, looking for work, doing things around the house? Or was he just getting up, eat, sleep, TV, joystick? Eat, sleep, the same thing, repeat. Why was the father's last words to be, I love you, Raymond? Would the man say that to a stranger? That tells me he had to have been there. And we know it's not uncommon in this community when you put these dust buckets out and they come in all races. One thing, things that get you killed for sure. I'm pregnant. Get a job. Get out. Oh, somebody getting ready to go to the upper or lower room. He needs to go to the lower room. Somebody going to the upper room. They will take you out. Why didn't Raymond III have his own place? And then this part just diabolical.
The shooting started upstairs.
He shot his brother once in the back of the head as he was watching television. Wow. Next to Elijah in bed was Elijah's girlfriend, Kiara Hawkins. The defendant shot her once through her right ear.
So shot his brother in the back of the head, the girlfriend in the ear. That's a way to make sure a person is dead.
Kiara was 9 months pregnant at the time. The prosecution says Child's 13-year-old sister died next.
He shot her once in the chest and left her for dead on the floor of her bedroom.
Then the prosecution says Charles III went to the basement where his parents were and allegedly killed them too.
I love you, Raymond. Were the last words of Raymond Childs II.
So he's the third, Raymond Childs III, this thing on the screen, classified as a human being. I just think when you do things like this, so you've lost all humanity. So if it wasn't him, why would Raymond Childs II say his last words were what?
I love you, Raymond. Were the last words of Raymond Childs II.
Would he say that to an unknown bandit? That tells me if that's true, it had to have been him. No sign of a breaking and entering. And then to shoot at his brother down the street? What was he thinking? It makes me wonder. What was he thinking like, oh, okay, they want me out of here. So you know what I'm gonna go ahead and do? How about I go ahead and shoot and kill everybody, then guess what? I'll have a place all to myself. I'm very serious. Was that his thinking process? They want me out of here. I ain't leaving. And if everybody's gone, I had a whole place to myself. Did you really think that? Taking out an entire family. This is it's crazy. Then to chase the youngest brother down the street. Why? He wants to make sure, I would imagine, he wants to make sure that he kills him. And then he'll have an investigation, maybe get somebody to lie, give you an alibi. Then everyone's gone. Then, oh, well, the last one here is Raymond the Third. You get to stay here. Now the house is mine and the cost. You think? Again, I wonder, is this another case of coddling leading to a killing? 6 members of his family.
And the prosecution says Childs didn't know it, but his younger brother was also in the basement at the time of the shooting.
He watched as his brother went into the basement. He heard the brief struggle. He heard his father's last words. And he heard the gunshots.
The prosecution team says the younger brother escaped the house but was allegedly chased down the street and shot. Officers say they talked to the younger brother before he went into surgery and asked him who fired the shot. Investigators say the teenager told them,
My brother, Raymond Ronald Lee Childs III.
But Childs III defense team says he was not at the house that night. They say...
So he wasn't at the house that night. Let me guess. He was with his girlfriend. Maybe she's shooter number 2. If he wasn't at the house, why would the father's last words be, I love you, Raymond? I guess the man would just say that to a criminal, to an unknown criminal, someone he doesn't know. Maybe it was Peter Pan, the gunman. Unbelievable.
He was at his girlfriend's house after being kicked out by his dad. And they say...
And see that right there. He was what?
Ronald Lee Childs III.
But Childs III defense team says he was not at the house that night. They say he was at his girlfriend's house after being kicked out by his dad.
And that right there. That right there. Mike tells me all I need to know. They kicked him out. Kicked out by his dad. So, look at the mindset here. Again, this is a community, but by far and large, from what I see, they always coddle these men, but not these girls. Oh, no, not the black daughter. You're going to get out and get a job. I'm only 3. You can go do something. But they coddle, I'm being facetious on that. But they coddle these men where it's unbelievable. So stop and think. The father kicked him out. So before he decides to, I don't know, no, man up, get a job, maybe be self-sufficient and take care of yourself, he would take the whole family out. That's why I don't find this hard to believe. Oh, they kicked him out. That right there will do it. That right there can... With these men, again, things like, oh no, I'm pregnant, I'm with child. Oh, you need to go ahead and get a job. That right there, that words like that can get you gone. That's why I don't find this hard to believe. When they said the father kicked him out, oh yeah. This sounds like a diabolical, deadly dust bucket move. Why? Because this is what they do. Oh yeah. This is what they do. This is kick you out. Oh yeah. Just hearing that right there, I said, yep. I am not at all surprised or caught off by this. Oh no. I straight up believe it. This is true. This is like from Dust Bucket 101. I straight up believe it. Kick him out So before he becomes self-sufficient, I'm just going to go out here and show him what I can do. I'm going to go ahead and try, go get a job. He's not going to do that. It's not going down like that today. Before they'll decide to do that, they rather unalive someone. You think? Before they become self-sufficient, just go out there, get a job, get two. Women do it all the time. And then they're mothers. The one that gets two jobs but always ridiculed, raising the kids by herself, maybe getting $5 or $10, maybe if she's lucky, $50 a month in child support. Why couldn't Raymond do it? My guess is Raymond the second has been coddled. And now all of a sudden they've probably given him time after time after time to get it together. Doesn't have to. He can more than likely run from his parents' house to his mama's house. To his baby mama, to his girlfriend's house. And they didn't say she was a baby mother, but correction. Unbelievable. Before he just leaves, okay, they don't want me here. I'm going to make it on my own, at least try. Probably been coddled. It wouldn't surprise me, coddled all his life. And then coddling leads to a killing. Then they get grown. You got to get out. He's probably given chance after chance after chance. How did he get his little hair done? Did he do it himself? Go get a hustle? Braiding. How'd you get your little hair braided? So you know how to shoot a gun, so you know your hands work. How about your feet? You were down the street, as your brother was running, you know how to run, so those feet work. So let's see, your hands, feet work. Might be a little slow in the head, but why couldn't you just leave the premises, stay with the girlfriend, and get your hustle on? What's your job? Your job is looking to find one 24, 8 hours a day. That should be your job on that grind. Go wash cars, go do something. So this here, I think, is the motive of what the man just said.
Raymond Ronald Lee Childs III.
But Childs III defense team says he was not at the house that night.
Mm.
They say he was at his girlfriend's house after being kicked out by his dad.
So he was kicked out. Instead of being this is crazy. Instead of being responsible for yourself, he rather just kill everybody. Instead of being responsible, rather just kill everybody. What was he thinking? Kill everybody? I have an alibi. I'm at my girlfriend's house. Yeah, right. Uh-oh. He's the last one standing. This my house. I'm gonna drive Daddy's car. Remember the girl that paid $1,000, I think, to her bomb boyfriend and ex-boyfriend, and he took out that older couple like in their 80s? And what did the police say? Who's sitting here at the house? And don't forget, he came to the house and they were deceased, so he decided to go ahead and just steal the car. Then she called in a claim and reported stolen, and he sold the car for a couple $100. Diabolical and dumb and dangerous. So what do you think? This here, when I heard the father kicked him out, boop, there you go. That's what can get you got. I tell you, they're pampered, kingdomless kings. Always depended on someone else's resources. But my question is, would they coddle a female like that? Typically in this group, they throw the girls to the wolves. You better throw you in that pond, you better sink or swim. And you find black women doing a backstroke, raising kids by themselves, two and three jobs, then going to school. And then when something bad happens, well, it's all on you. Who's raising them? Well, who helped create them? Again, is this another situation where coddling leads to a killing? So the fact that the father kicked him out, oh, I don't find it hard to believe. This is quite often the result when you ask these dusty dust buckets to leave. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share.